PNU hoye! Anasema PNU. PNU. Kazi endelee. Kazi endelee. Asanteni sana. Kiongozi wa PNU na viongozi wengine wote ambao wamefika hapa siku ya leo. Viongozi wa PNU pande hii, hamjambo? Hamjambo tena. We've come at the invitation of Mr. Munya kwa hii hafla ya leo ya PNU. And we are very happy to be here today, because PNU is part of our history of multi-party democracy. And as you know, members or the founders of PNU were with us at the inception of multipartyism in this country. The fight for multipartyism in Kenya was a very, very hard and bloody one. And many Kenyans lost their lives in doing that struggle. So the day when ultimately KANU went to Kasarani and the declaration was made to remove that section 2A, was a historic day for Kenyans. They said tutoe ile section 2A, Nyalo alisema tuwache watu. And then we were Ford exploded. Kenyans were everywhere on the streets. So after that, parties came up. Since that time, it was first originally only Ford. Then came DP. Eventually Ford split into Ford Asili, Ford Kenya, and so on and so forth. But then we moved on, and we ensured when we were writing our new constitution to state in there that Kenya is a multi-party democracy. This was because of the period that Kenyans went through a very bloody dictatorship of single party. And we said, never again will Kenyans agree to go back to that kind of situation. So I'm happy to be here when PNU is celebrating 15 years. It reminds me of my late friend, Emilio Mwai Kibaki, a great Kenyan by all the standards. Mwai Kibaki was a very simple person. You talk to Kibaki and a man of very few words. He did not speak many things. And after you say something which he does not agree with, just say, huyo ni mjinga. Yamesema ni mpumbavu huyo tu. Wachana na yeye. So, past Kibaki was in DP, when Ford, eventually Ford Kenya, and so on. But ultimately, we decided to come together. We decided to come together because of historical reasons. When Moi was trying to impose leadership in the country, we said no to Moi. And we met, and it took us a long time to come together. Ultimately, we agreed we were going to come together. But the problem was who was going to lead this coalition. Everybody wanted. We were 7 of us. We said ourselves we are going to Uhuru Park. And we want to go there and tell the Kenyans who is the leader. Oh, let's go there today and tell them we are going to come back in 2 weeks and tell you who is the candidate. I knew that that was not going to work. So when we went back, when we went to Uhuru Park, I had the last word as the leader of the LDP. And I must have the courage to say, no, si Mzee Kibaki anatosha. The whole field went wild. Kibaki tosha. Kibaki tosha. And that's what the people were waiting for. And after that, NAC came together and brought the people of Kenya together. And we then went to elections and we won the elections. They said in leading international journals and papers, including New York Times and the Times of London, that Kenyans were the most optimistic people in the world at that time. Kenyans believe yote inawezekana. Why? Because they said they were unbogable. We were unbogable. And that was the spirit of NAC. Unfortunately, because Kibaki had suffered the accident, Kibaki was infirm. Some opportunists took charge and created an ideology of split. These are basically the elites around Kibaki. They're the ones who created the blood in NAC, which ended with the eventual split of NAC. And that is why we had a problem at Bomas of Kenya. And then why we ended up with oranges and bananas. And then since we ended up with ODM and the PNU. I'm giving you that history to know that PNU and ODM have one common origin. They are children of NAC that we had formed. So I come to you here as a leader of a sister party, ODM and PNU are sisters, okay? And but there's nothing wrong with party splitting. It's a normal thing. Even if you go to Europe, you have these things. Even in the USA, it's the same thing. And parties profess different ideologies. But that is the need. That is the what you call the diversity of society that we need. Pluralism. If you go to the UK, you've got the Liberal Party, you have the Democratic, you have the Labour Party, you have the Conservative Party. The US, there are several political parties. You want to hear of the Republicans and the Democrats, but there are very many other political parties in the United States of America. So we have here in our place, we're going to form a coalition that we call Azimio. Azimio is a coalition of several political parties that have come together. And this is because of our current political history and situation. And Azimio is as strong as its constituent parties are strong. A house cannot be strong without strong pillars. Hiyo hema pale mko hapo haiwezi kusimama kama hakuna hizo mlingoti ambaye imeshika hizo pembe. So the stronger PNU, the stronger Jubilee, a stronger Wiper, a stronger NAC Kenya, and a stronger ODM, a stronger DAP equals to a stronger Azimio. And that's why you've seen ODM launch membership drive. And we started in Nyanza, we finished all the counties of Nyanza. We went to Western, we finished all the counties of Western. This last week we were in the coast, and we finished all the counties in the coast. We will be doing the Rift Valley. We will be doing Northeastern. We will come to Eastern and the mountain region as ODM. So we encourage PNU and all other constituent parties to do the same. This way, Azimio will become strong. If these constituent parties are strong, there are areas you call the strongholds of PNU. So when I go there, I don't talk about PNU. When I go there, I just encourage members there to be PNU. And I also say ODM is also available. Like this Saturday, I'm going to be in Meru. You're good with Monya. Yes, he's going to be there next week. When I go there, I'll send his greetings. We'll do the same wherever he is. Wherever I've been to, I've conveyed greetings of all the leadership of Azimio. This is where we are. But currently, this regime is failing because of poor advice. Because of poor advice. And I want to